Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watch You Want, and thanks for logging on. Today we are looking at the limited edition 1 of 500 Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso Geographique. You can see this limited edition rose gold Reverso on our website, watchyouwant.com. Purchase it there, and if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Watch You Want Inc. You can also click on the card in the upper right-hand corner of the screen at any time to see our full listing for this watch with accessories included, high-resolution images, and of course, complete pricing information. Now, on my wrist, 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference. It's important to note that this is the well-known and well-loved traditional Grand Tie case shape. Originally conceived for the 60th anniversary Reverso in 1991, it was used on all of the 6 limited edition rose gold complicated Reversos released during the 90s. This one, the penultimate edition in that series, the Geographique, was released in 1998. Now the watch, in terms of raw measurements, is 42.5 millimeters from lug to lug. In terms of thickness, it's actually quite compact, measuring only 9.5 millimeters thick, and you can see with the sloped case flank, this will easily slide under a dress cuff or a tight sleeve. Now across the case, not including the GMT pusher or the crown, it measures 26 millimeters. You can see the integration of the strap with the lugs means that there is no daylight showing between strap and lug. It's a very integrated look. The watch wears a little bit bigger than its raw dimensions suggest, however, because Reverso lugs are drilled fairly high, so the strap is hiked up a bit, but it will not fight the curvature of your wrist, as it does have the flexibility to bend straight down around a slight forearm like mine. However, entirely in rose gold, the case is deep, the carriage is massive, and it does feature a full double deployant rose gold clasp, so the feeling on the wrist is very substantial. It's a little giant, but it does have impressive mass that reminds you you are wearing a precious metal watch. The strap is nicely bolstered, not excessively. It swells just a bit as it approaches the lug, and you can see that the visual transition from strap to lug is very progressive, elegant, nicely considered, well executed, and this is a later clasp. I'm going to note that originally this watch would have shipped with Jaeger-LeCoultre's second generation single fold deployant clasp. Made of rose gold, it's exactly like this one in terms of composition and quality. This is just a later post-2006 clasp that was shipped with this watch from the factory. Now, it is a double fold deployant, which will work a little bit better on the smaller wrist that would tend to favor this case size, in as much as each side is a separate swing arm, so it doesn't have that one big up and over of the old single fold deployant, so it's less inclined to pinch your skin or catch hair as you close it on a smaller wrist. Just a little bit of an ergonomic upgrade for those who would favor the Grand Tie case size in the first place. Now what you see is a beautiful, classically Reverso, beautifully proportioned and balanced guilloche dial. You can see there's a little hint that something complicated is amiss. Inside, Calibre 858, but on the front you see hours, minutes, and seconds, and you see an AM/PM day and night indicator at 12 o'clock. Now naturally, that represents AM/PM for the time at center. It's coordinated to the local time on this dial. But turn it over, you can see the traditional tight and even perlage decoration of the Reverso carriage underneath. But turn it over, and you realize this is far more than a garden variety Reverso duo. This is not the Calibre 854 duo face. This is a true Geographique. Now the Geographique is a complication most closely associated with the Master series of watches and the Master compressors. Here it's deployed in a Reverso format for the first and only time in the Grand Tie case. You can see different cities can be selected within the GMT- and GMT+ zones. You can also see for the city represented, in this case right now New York City, because I am in Miami, that is my reference city. You can see that my GMT reference is negative 5 hours in the case of New York City on the eastern seaboard. And you can see that I can change my reference city and in each case the reference time zone, reference airport, or reference city along the GMT indicator changes, effectively doing the math so you don't have to do the math. You simply change your reference city and everything, the day-night indicator, the GMT plus-minus indicator, the reference city indicator, coordinates with the time at center. Now it's important to note that this reference time is in fact lumed, so these broadsword style hands do have luminova on them. You can read them in low or no light, and all of these floral style Arabic numerals are hand painted. Although it doesn't show a good effect in the light box until I turn it, the guilloche on this dial is exquisite, and you get beautiful rose lathe work on both sides, on both dials, in different fashions. Now you can adjust the hands at center separately from the hands on this dial. You can, as you see, change the hands on the back without advancing the time on the front. But if you want to decouple them from the city indications and the GMT plus minus, you simply actuate this pusher corrector on the side. So there are actually several ways to decouple the time. Naturally, when everything is set from the crown, the hands on the front and the back move in sync. This is a Calibre 858, a very sophisticated miniaturized version of JLC's Geographique complication. It operates at a traditional 21,600 vibrations per hour, and it has a more or less standard 45-hour power reserve, which is par for this class of manual wind complication. However, as with every great manual winding caliber, it winds smooth with crisp, clear detents and an audible click of the ratchet wheel as you energize the mainspring barrel. This is a rare watch, a connoisseur's watch, and an important milestone watch from a period when Jaeger-LeCoultre was regaining its facility with high complications in the 90s. You can see it and you can buy it on our website, watchyouwant.com.